On this channel, I focus on giving you step-by-step instructions on how to use ChatGPT to automate your CMMC efforts, which will save your company both time and money. My name is Derek Phillips. I am the founder and president of Aspire Cyber. We specialize in helping defense contractors prepare for CMMC assessments. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below so that you're notified every time that we release new videos. Also, join our group on LinkedIn where you can collaborate with other defense contractors who are looking to automate their CMMC efforts. Let's get to the content.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to use ChatGPT to write your policies and procedures required for CMMC Level 2 and Level 3 assessments. CMMC Level 1 self-assessments do not require documentation such as policies and procedures. However, it is always a good best practice to document your policies and procedures. Once you go into ChatGPT, I'm going to select New Chat, and then in the prompt, I'm going to ask what section should be included in a NIST SP 800-171 access control policy. If you all don't know, NIST 800-171 is the guidelines for protecting FCI and CUI, which maps directly to CMMC Level 1, 2, and 3 assessments. Let's see what it gives us. So oftentimes defense contractors do not know where to start when it comes to creating policies and procedures. They don't know what sections should be included. They don't know what information they should have. And as you see, ChatGPT automates that process for you. It will tell you exactly what sections you should have in your policy to be compliant with NIST 800-171. So far we have 10 sections that you should have in your access control policy. But the good news is ChatGPT doesn't stop there. Now that it's provided you an outline of the sections that you should have for your access control policy, you're going to request ChatGPT to actually create the policy for you. I know it sounds too good to be true, but I'm about to show you exactly how it's done. Now, the great thing about ChatGPT, or one of the many great things about it, is all information that you enter into the chat, it remembers. So the more information you enter, it'll be able to create a customized policy or procedure for your organization. So here I'm going to add some specific information about a company. And let's see, I'm saying it's an electronics company, 50 employees, everyone works remote, CUI is stored in AWS, and it uses multi-factor authentication for access to the CUI. Now, this is a fictitious company, so I'm not sharing any confidential information. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. You see, now it's starting to take that information that I entered in the prompt and insert it into the policy. And that's right in the introduction section for us. And then what you'll do is you can take this information it provides and enter it into a policy template to finalize your policy. Now, the initial policy is going to be a draft because you want to also make sure that you go through and validate that all the information is correct, because once you document your policy, then your organization should be following everything that's listed in that policy. So you just don't want to have ChatGPT create your policy for you and not edit it first or confirm that the information is accurate based on your organization. Next, I'm going to have it write the scope. Now it's writing the scope section for the access control policy. And we're just using access control policy as an example for this video. However, you can follow these same steps to have it write any of your required policies. Wow, that is pretty magical. So that's one approach for using ChatGPT to write your policy. You can go section by section. Now let's try another way. Let's just say write access control policy. Now I'm prompting ChatGPT to write the entire policy for my organization. So at this point, you can just sit back, grab yourself a mojito, relax, and let ChatGPT do the work for you. Now, I do want to emphasize that once the policy is completed, again, you want to make sure that you're validating the information is correct. And this is a policy that your organization, you're following those practices that's outlined in the policy. But there you have it. It has this all of the sections that we need. Now there are several limitations with ChatGPT. One is it has a word count limit. So for ChatGPT, I believe it's 2,000 words per prompt. So at this point, I think it ran out of words, so it couldn't write the full policy in one prompt. However, you can see which sections are missing and have it write those sections. Also, you can have it revise a section or request additional suggestions on what should be included in that section. For example, let's go back up. Let's see, it said access control requirements. Let's get some suggestions of what the access control requirements should be. Access control requirements suggestions. So if your organization is not quite sure what controls you want to implement, then you can use ChatGPT to give you suggestions on which controls actually implement. So as you can see, it's outlining least privilege, multi-factor authentication, password requirements, and for each of those sections, you can have it elaborate even more and give additional suggestions. So for elaborate on password requirements, for example. So this is just giving you more context, more meat to your policy. So you can have it either add more, or you can have a section be more concise. You can tailor it to whatever your organization needs, but as you see, ChatGPT can really automate the policy creation process, which doing it the old-fashioned way, you can spend a lot of time and money trying to create policies, and ChatGPT does this in seconds. All right, so there you have it. I just showed you how to use ChatGPT to write your access control policy. And as you can see, it does most of the heavy lifting for you. Now, the more information you provide into the prompts, the more customized the policy is going to be to your organization. So you just want to verify that all that information is accurate before you finalize and publish your policy. But it automates the process for you, which will save your organization a lot of time and money. Doing it the old-fashioned way is very time-consuming and frustrating, but ChatGPT, it knocks it out the park. So
Thanks for watching CMMC Automation. I hope that you got a lot of value from today's video and you use ChatGPT to automate your CMMC efforts. It's going to save your company a lot of time and money. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at Aspire Cyber. Also, you can leave your questions in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe because it helps out this channel immensely. I really appreciate it, and good luck to you on your CMMC journey.